to make an emo-rap beat without spending any money, assuming you have a laptop and a phone. Step 1. Download FL Studio and Kontakt Player, a free version of Kontakt. Make sure you get the right version for your system. Once everything is installed, open up FL Studio, ignore the demo project and go to File, New Project, Basic 808 with Limiter. Next, we need to load in some extra plugins. Click the little plus icon and select Flex from the drop-down list. Select the mobile tuned 808 bass from presets and choose the 808 Clean preset. Then assign it to a track by clicking and dragging it so a number appears. Then load up Kontakt Player in the same way, clicking on the factory selection and the jazz guitar preset. If you can't find Kontakt, go to Options, Manage Plugins. Click Find More Plugins, and if it's installed correctly, you will see it in orange in the drop-down list. Next, we will program the drums. Start by going to the project tempo and play with it until you are happy with it. Turn on the metronome will allow you to hear how fast the tempo is. Then it's just a case of programming a beat into the step sequencer that you like. You want to go with half-time sounding beats, playing with kick placement and hi-hat variations. This is what I came up with. Now we will move on to guitar melody. Command click on the Kontakt plugin and click piano roll. Then it's just about playing with the notes and seeing what you come up with. You don't need to know any music theory here, but if you want a starting point, if you just use all the white keys, you are in the key of A minor. I wrote my piece in D minor. Next, to make it sound more interesting, click this button and load up the mixer, and head to the track you assigned it to. Once here, click the little downward triangle and select the parametric EQ2 from the drop-down list. Drag the curve to cut out the low frequencies. Then, we are going to load up Fruity Chorus. From the triangle in the top left corner, select Presets and then CE Chorus. This will make the guitar sound more washed out. Now, add a fruity delay and change the settings to that shown on screen. This will make your guitar sound less dry and more ethereal. This is what we've got now. Now it's time for an 808. The 808 is basically like a pitched kick drum, so it's like a bass instrument but following the kick. Command click and load up the piano roll and copy the kick drum pattern. Select this to change the flex piano roll and paste it in. Then align the notes with the lowest note in the guitar patch following any changes. You can also change the preset of the 808 within Flex if you want a different sound. Make sure to drop the octave to at least D4 by selecting your pattern and hitting Command and down. Here is the bass line. Finally, we are going to create a counter melody to sit on top of the guitar. Load up the plugin Citrus. Have a look through the presets and find a sound you like. I recommend starting with an organ type sound as they are very versatile. If you have a set idea while playing with the typing keyboard, you can record it in. To do this, click the record button up by the tempo and select notes and automation from the drop-down list. Make sure you have a metronome turned on. Then, it's just a matter of correcting any timing errors and adding effects. In this scenario, I took an organ sound, I EQ'd out the lower frequencies, adding some distortion and some reverb so it sounds like this. And now we're back at the start. Since we only own the demo of FL Studio, we can't save the session, so to be able to recreate the sounds, we can do two things. Method 1 involves converting your sounds to audio files. To do this, first we need to separate out the patterns. Command click on your pattern and select Split by Channel. Then take all these separate layers and put them on separate tracks. Solo the track and then go to File, Export as a WAV file. Name it something easy to remember and save it to somewhere easy to get to, like a desktop. Then, to bring it back into a session, you just need to load the audio clip from the plugin selector and drag your file into the preview window. The second method is a bit more time consuming but allows for more flexibility later. To do a MIDI export, go to Tools, Macros and then hit Prepare for MIDI Export. Save it to something you'll remember so you can find it later. Then, when you want to load up an empty session, go File, then Import MIDI file. Set the channel type to be MIDI out, and then when all the tracks load in, you will have to change the sounds over to what you had them before. It's tedious, but that's what you get for not paying for it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Next time I'm going to talk about arrangement, how to record vocals. Bye!